Jefferson County Court at Law Number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number 23CCCR 0450. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Jacaven Harmon. Mr. Harmon, would you please come forward? Mr. Harmon, your full name is Jacaven Harmon? Mr. Harmon, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Harmon, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Harmon, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Harmon? That's good. Mr. Harmon, I have before me some documents. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights of Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Are these your initials on a line that state you like to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document. This other document is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indians. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled Defendant Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Harmon, before you sign and initial all of these documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes, sir.
to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Harmon, I've read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Brevin Jackson. Attorney Jackson will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact Mr. Jackson. Our court coordinator is going to give you that information. Now, before our court coordinator gives you that information, you need to go over another document with you that's titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law Number 2. And do you see that title, Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law Number 2?
Yes, sir.
This document states as follows: following the return of a criminal information in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein or ordered subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition? Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who, A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when they're directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
And condition number 3 and 4 does not apply in this case. However, condition number 5 does apply. And condition number 5 states that the defendant is prohibited from possessing a firearm or ammunition unless defendant is a peace officer as defined by section 1.07 Penal Code, actively engaged in employment as a sworn full-time paid employee of a state agency or political subdivision. And do you understand these conditions? Now, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant can be issued for your arrest. All right. Now, once our court coordinator gives you your reset, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Please have a seat at the first chair by the wall. You're welcome.